Describe RJ's performance.
He's him. I mean, he put us on his, what did he have, 42. No one else scoring double digits. He putting us on his back. I mean, I had an off shooting night. Cormac had an off shooting night. And they're swarming the paint on Armando, and RJ put us on the back and took the game over. I mean, that might be the best performance I've seen as someone on my team, a scoring performance ever in my life.
Have you seen anybody kind of do at college level what he's done?
I've never, no. That's player of the year. You asked me, that's player of the year. Without a doubt.
And you need it.
We
you
needed
guys
it.
didn't really have maybe even a C-minus there for the most part, other than what he did shooting.
Right.
So you needed him to carry you.
Right. I mean, we know what he can do offensively. He had an off night against Virginia. We knew that how RJ is. He's going to come back, confident guy. Does not worry about one for 14, whatever it was from last game. And we knew he was going to come out and shoot. And we trust him. And he had 42, 7 for 11 from three. I think he hit like 4 threes in a row at one point. I mean, it was crazy.
Was there one of those shots, like the one from the logo, or the one in that stretch of 4 that sticks out in your mind at all, where you were like, oh, that's it, he's on?
When he hit 30, he's like the little snatch back on Matthew. I was like, oh my god, I was just smiling. I'm like, bro, you nice, like, you're tough.
Now I wanted to ask about one of his few misses. I think it was a free throw with about 23 seconds there, and you were able to, I think, either rebound or tip it out. Were you surprised at all when he missed that free throw late?
I mean, every great player misses some shots. I mean, nobody is 100% at the free throw line. I definitely, every time he misses anything, I'm kind of surprised, honestly. I mean, when he shoots the ball, I mean, I feel like everybody assumes it's going in, but we're taught to crash. And so I crashed the board, he missed it, and I just tipped it up.
Close game, and you're able to grab that crucial rebound. I saw you kind of like, yes, what was going through your mind there?
I mean, I had an off shooting night. I was just trying to help the team anywhere I could. I couldn't make any threes. I couldn't make my floaters or any post ups. I was trying to hustle, get steals, and play good defense.
Harrison, what? A big tip out to RJ.
Yes, sir.
Harrison, what changed in those last 4 minutes that allowed Miami to kind of get back in?
I think their pressure. I mean, I had a turnover late. I think someone else had a few other turnovers. They're turning us over. We weren't being careful with the ball, and they were trapping us, and we weren't coming back to help. And I feel like we just weren't. I mean, we work on this every day. We just weren't. I mean, we were just rattled.
How do you guys kind of get through that? Because it's kind of reared its head, the last month.
It's tough. Usually those games when a team goes on a run like that, often they come back and they win. But, I think that shows us we're tough. I mean, we had 2 guys miss back-to-back free throws, and we get 2 offensive rebounds. For us, it's just, kind of what Coach always says, is whatever it takes, and, we figure out a way to get the win, even though it was an ugly win.
Was that Jalen Withers you were pointing to there at the end?
Jalen Withers, yeah.
I guess what were you kind of saying to him after this big 2
That's a big play. I mean, he didn't play the whole second half, come in, get an offensive rebound, and make both free throws. I mean, I couldn't do that, so, that was a big play.
Looking from afar, just what was going through your head when, all those free throws were being missed and when you see Jalen step up there late?
I was like, come on, bro. And make a free throw. Like, oh my God, they shooting free throws like they're me or something. I knew that everybody, it was a bad night. I mean, it happens. It was a bad shooting night for the team. RJ picked up the slack because I scored.
You hit yours, you got a conventional three-point play.
Say it again.
I said you hit yours, you got a conventional three-point play.
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
Was there a point in the second half where you maybe guys got just watching RJ to see what he was going to do next?
Coach Davis does a good job of, what kind of Miami does too, is a good coach, Coach Larinaga, is that kind of what the NBA does, is that whenever a play works, you kind of run it over and over again, and RJ would just ISO. So we're like, RJ, just take the ball, like everything, just give RJ the ball and just watch out, and let's see what he does.
I want to ask about rebounding. You and Baycott combined for it looks like 22 rebounds. You guys right now are first and second in the ACC conference play in rebounding. Is that something that you were aware of, that statistic?
No, I don't really pay attention to statistics personally. Now that you told me, I guess I know now. But every day, we just try to do our best and figure out a way to win. And we know we're a smaller team. We have 2 small guards, and we have a shooting guard playing the 3, and then I'm a small forward playing the 4. So we're kind of a smaller team that we have to pick up that slack rebounding because teams are going to be bigger. They're going to try to crash. They're going to send all 5 guys to the glass. So just crash, get the rebounds.
Whenever Armando talks about you, he refers to you as Harry. Does anybody else call you Harry?
I see that didn't start until this whole team calls me Harry. I don't like it, but they call me Harry, so it's whatever. I've never been called Harry. I'm not a hairy guy. Like I don't really have that much hair on my legs.
Does it sound kind of like a nerdy name?
It sounds nerdy and just sounds weird. It sounds weird. Like my name is Harrison. So
Is he the first one that did it?
Yeah, he called me Harry, and everybody just started calling me Harry.
Because you don't like it, that's why they do it. Right?
Probably, yeah.
That's one thing. Did you guys have a little trouble getting up for this week after finally winning? I know you weren't here before, but the program finally winning at Virginia, and the way that playing them could take so much out of you. You had the quick turnaround, your club that's lost 6 straight.
Right.
Was it a little challenging getting up for this one as opposed to some other games?
I mean, I wouldn't say it was challenging. I would say that some games we have off shooting nights, and coming off a game against Virginia where it's a tough, physical, slow possession. I mean, at one point the game was like 4-16 with like 4 minutes left to go in Virginia, and then going from that to a team like Miami that plays fast-paced like us, know, it's a little bit different, but I feel like it was just an off shooting night. I mean, I feel like I was getting the shots I normally get. I was just missing.
What do you think
Still cut
allowed?
your hairs.
Thank you.
What do you think allowed Miami to,
Appreciate you.
you know, hit some shots from downtown? Obviously, some of them were tough shots, but you know, on the night, I think they finished near 50%.
I think at the beginning of the game, the first 4 minutes, first 8 minutes, we let them get in the rhythm. And any good player, I mean, these are high-level D1 players. A lot of them could be NBA players. You know, when anybody gets in the rhythm, as you can see with people on our team like RJ, it doesn't really matter what you do at some point. There's in a rhythm, like you can't stop it. So I feel like in the first 8 minutes, we gave them easier shots, and then those shots that are considered difficult weren't really as difficult.
When you think back to the late game mistakes down the stretch and their comeback, was it anything that you hadn't seen before, or was it all stuff that you had practiced and it's kind of like quick fixes that you can hit? the
It's
next
all
day?
stuff we had practiced. Like my turnover late, I should just dribble the ball down the court. I don't know why I traveled, and then we had one where we threw the ball away. No, it wasn't really anything execution-wise. I mean, coach, everything we were doing exactly what coach said, but we were just making careless mistakes.
So you feel confident that it's not going to happen again?
100%, we'll be fine.
What did Coach Davis tell you guys when you got back to the locker room? I imagine it was kind of an odd atmosphere, right?
Definitely weird. I mean, he was kind of upset at the end of the game, but you know, he's happy that we figured out a way to get a win. And you know, we're a team that we always try to get a win, no matter how it is, whether it's ugly, whether it's we play good defense, whether they hit a bunch of threes. I mean, no matter what it is, we'll figure out a way to get a win.